What's up, guys? I've got a good one for you today because I'm going to be giving you a sneak peek of what it's like to do a Cat 3 Autoland in the iniBuilds A300 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is going to be a clip from last week's live stream where we took the A300 for UPS and we flew multiple legs from Louisville to Rockford to Minneapolis and finally back to Rockford. Our first landing in Rockford, the weather was really bad. We're talking a quarter to half mile visibility with 200 feet of vertical visibility and freezing fog. So it definitely required the Cat 3 Autoland. And I was very pleased with how the airplane did. So be sure to hit that like and let's go ahead and get started with the video. All right, let's get out of here. Did we release parking brake? No, we didn't. Now we did. Raise the seat up just a little bit. F-35 will take over the A-10 for work. Yeah, I'd agree with that. The A-10 is eventually going to go away. I think probably sooner than later. It was great. It was a great airframe. You know, it served its purpose well, especially in the conflicts that it did see. Like, it was ideal in those. I don't know how well the A-10 would do like in a high threat environment, right? Highly contested airspace and that sort of thing. I don't know. Why'd you just squat on me? Come on, let's go. I think my brakes locked up. Yep. All right, let's swing her on around. So I have a little bit of a crosswind here. Let's hold here for a second. All right, let's go max auto brake. Spoilers armed. Everything looks good. All right, guys, let's get out of here. Throttles to 40. Flint, what's up, man? How you doing? Says, good evening, Spur. Delightful to see some MSFS streams make a return. Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot more MSFS. We're in the iniBuilds A300. We're going Louisville to Rockford, Illinois. Not too far of a trip, about 50-ish minutes, give or take. All right, 40%. Everything looks good. Engines are stable. Release brakes. Take off for a set. All right, let's blast off, guys. Actually, your little nose down trim too. Should be about 2 degrees nose down. Yeah, definitely a little crosswind here. The only thing about this airplane, the only complaint that I have, and I've tried like messing with it, is the nose wheel and the rudder on this thing is so sensitive. Like, so incredibly sensitive. All right, V1, rotate. All right, and we're off, guys. All right, pause rate, gear up. We'll follow the flight director for a bit here, and then I'll get back with y'all. All right, coming up on 1,500 feet. She sounds good, though. I love the sounds on this airplane. There we go, 1,500 feet. Start getting some flaps up here in just a second. Keep climbing out just a little bit here. All right, flaps up. We're doing the quote 1 arrival into Rockford. Come on, sometimes it's a little bit slow. I don't get that. Arrival is going to be the quote 1. Let's pin that real fast. Let's go quote 1 RNAV. We're doing the Mesas transition. So after Brickyard, we got to go to Mesas and then XSAT and then Pontiac and then Ice Hog at 240 hard. And then Alson and then quote at 250 knots between 13 and 15. And a heavy Airbus, I like to try to hit that at 13 if we possibly can. YOLO at 8. I don't get that published limit like in an Airbus and an A300. There's no way you can hit YOLO at 8 and then pick up the glide slope for the ILS. Like, you'll always be too high. So we're probably going to hit YOLO a little bit lower than that. I kind of wish pollution in cities were implemented in a better way in the sim instead of smoothly transitioning into aerosol. It just kind of sticks a gigantic blob of yeah. It does. It's not like the greatest transition, right? It's like it's either there or it's not. There's like not much in between. Our approach, ILS, Cat 2, Cat 3 ILS, runway 7 is going to be us. Absolutely, we have to do that, or we have to go to O'Hare's, one of the two. Localizer is going to be 109.55, course 068, 109.55. Let's scroll this to 068 heading. There we go. All right, we should be good on that. Cat 3 ILS RVR 600. Yeah, we're it's like all the way to the deck, right? All the way to the deck, like almost 0-0. This is going to be great. The Cat 3 Autoland did work in this airplane. Last time I had to do it, it worked, but they did an update the other day, and it's like every time they do an update, it's like, well, is it still working? Is it doing what it's supposed to do? And a Cat 3 Autoland is like not the time you want to figure that out, but like we don't have a choice unless the weather clears up. Weather could possibly clear up by the time we get up there. We got at least a little bit of time, but I don't know, guys. That's gonna be a good one, right? Man, yeah, this weather looks legit, right? All right, Cat 3 Autoland. Like I said, quarter mile visibility, freezing fog, overcast 200 feet. So yeah, this is gonna be. I think Cat 2 takes you down what, to 100 feet maybe? All right, we're at 3,000 feet. We deviated a little bit just to slow this thing down, so I'm like, let's go 190. Let's go ahead and we'll get the slats out a little bit early here. All right, let's go direct to forward. Let's go back to nav mode. There we go. All right, she's turning for forward, looking good. And let's get land mode, LS. Pull the speed on back. 170 knots. We'll try to hold 170 until we drop the gear. It doesn't really matter. We're the only airplane going into Rockford, so it doesn't matter at this point. Mrs. Spur says, she has to reschedule her hair appointment. She has a hair appointment today, guys, but she's having to reschedule it. Unfortunately, I won't call tonight because my night tech has a family emergency. Okay. Also has some amazingly good news. Awesome. I can't. You'll have to stay intrigued. Okay. Well, Spur's going to stay intrigued too, I guess. I have no clue what it could be, but I guess I'll find out later, right? Later today. All right, 170 knots. Everything's looking good. Let's go ahead and arm the speed brake. Spur's not a checklist guy. We do it by the seat of our pants. It's still saying only Cat 2. Really? Why is it saying only Cat 2? Why is it saying only Cat 2? That's not good, guys. That's not good. Because this is exactly how I did it the other day. Exactly how I did it. Let's try 0. Let's see what 0 does. Oh, I know. We got to do the other autopilot. We got to do the other autopilot. Yep, that's right. Is that going to do it? Cat 3. There we go. Okay, never mind. That kind of free. You know, let's go back to 50-foot minimum. Like I said, every pilot that I've seen do Cat 3 in this plane, they've always done 50 foot. And so I don't know why. You would think it'd be 0, right? But all right, so we're coming up on seat up. We're 4.3 out. 170 knots. We got the localizer captured. We'll be coming up on the glide slope shortly. But it says, haha, I hope whatever it is fantastic for you all. I hope so too, man. That would be nice. That would be nice. I would go for that. I would go for that. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. It's been forever since I've done Microsoft. Remember back in the day, we used to do some Microsoft. We used to do it pretty regular, and we haven't for a long time. So I'm hoping to get back into it. All right, we're coming up on the glide slope to one above just now. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and drop the gear. Roll the speed back. Gotta figure out what VAP is. What is VAP for us today? 127. I'm not doing 127. I have never done an approach that slow in this airplane. We'll do 134, right? 134. Like I don't like test flying stuff like during the stream, right? All right, she's on the glide slope. Go ahead and go full flaps. You're going down into the soup now. Landing gear is not down. Why is the landing gear not down? Now it is. Could have swore I hit that. Why did it not go down? It was a good thing we got the warning, right? That takeoff configure warning is a lifesaver. Like when you hit this little button down here, because I couldn't tell you how many times I've hit that thing and like forgot something. All right, so the plane's been updated since the last time I did a Cat 3 Autoland in it, and we're going to see how she does. I don't do a whole lot of these, like once in a while, right? I guess we'll find out. Either we're going to have an accident investigation or we're going to have a successful landing, one of the two, but for 1,200 feet AGL. Look at our weather one last time. Wind is saying, what is that? 130 at 3 knots. Freezing fog, half mile. So it's going from a quarter to a half mile. Freezing fog, still overcast at 200 feet. We'll roll her back a little slower here. 900 feet. Cat 3 is armed, glide slope, localizer, that's good. We got both autopilots are up. You better keep those Bud Light cans in the back intact with this landing, right? Yes, we don't want to damage the Bud Light cans. That could be very well what we're hauling. I want an app where you actually like haul cargo and make money. I think that would be cool. Right? Some kind of program that allow. I think there's some things like that where you can do it. All right, we're through 600 feet. Man, this is freaky as hell, right? Like, this is freaking me out. Oof, we got, looks like we got some icing conditions going on there too, right? Like the freezing fog is legit. Look at our wiper. Ooh, I saw trees, so we can see the ground. So, she's going to do the full, like the whole 9 yards, right? 300 feet. No, this is terrifying. Like, I don't see how they do this in real life. All right, there we go. There's lead-in lights, so we're good. This is a pretty legit approach, right? It's pretty legit. All right, let's get ready to...
100.
Nice. All right, let's see what she does. This is completely hands-off, right?
30. 20.
It's a little bit off the center line. Sweet. All right. Reversers engaged. Not bad for an Autoland in a sim. Like, I'm actually pretty impressed, right? And it's doing the rollout too. It's totally doing the rollout for us. Like, I can't do anything with it. All right, let's kill the autopilot here. Not bad. Not bad. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. So the update didn't break it. That's good, at least. All right, let's get flaps up. It was a little bit off the center line, but for an Autoland, like I can't complain. I can't complain. That was pretty legit. That was pretty. The Bud Light made it, right? Yeah, the Bud Light totally made it. The Bud Light has been saved. All right, slow down, please. Why is she not slowing down? Why are we not getting any braking effort? There we go. There, let's swing her on around. And we'll go to parking. We'll set for a second. I'll reset everything and we'll get ready for our next flight. We'll go to Minneapolis. We'll just get clear here. Pull up just a little bit further. All right, let's hold tight right here for a second. All right, parking brake sets. Take care of the speed brakes. Flaps and slats are up. Let's do landing lights off. Nose light to taxi. Strobe off. We'll do runway turn off lights. No, really, like we don't have to have them, but anti-ice off. That's good. APU master on. Starts. And we'll go to standby for our squawk. All right, let's go park. We'll go park this bad boy, and then we'll pick up with our next leg. Takes more power to get it moving. Like when I first started flying this airplane a few updates back, like it would literally start moving without you even touching the throttle. Like you could just idle, just like let off the brakes and it would go. But now it seems like a little different. That LNAV bug was horrible though. Like it was working fine when I first got the airplane, and then they did an update and they broke it somehow. And I found out on a VATSIM flight, like they were like cleared direct to this fix, and I hit nav, and the airplane just went like a completely opposite direction. I was like, oops. Yeah, that's a good time to figure that out, right? On a VATSIM flight. And so the plane was bugged for about 2 or 3 days, I think, and they got it fixed. Like they put a patch out on a Sunday, a late Sunday evening, to fix it, which I was like really impressed they did that. So I was like, major props to iniBuilds for getting that fixed, because that was like a big deal. Like you can't fly a plane nowadays without LNAV, right? I mean, you can. In fact, my VATSIM flight where it bugged out, I had to do heading select for all the fixes, which really sucked at that point, but it is what it is, right? No, big cat, no. Oh no, kitty. Oh, that's a MiG. That's a MiG over us. Okay, it's the weirdest day ever. Oh no, he just fell. He just